Hello, welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time here. It's Domas again with the message for today, which is back to gratitude. I notice that every time I'm in a bad mood, I'm forgetting the gratitude. It even rhymes, so if it rhymes, it's right. Every time I'm in a bad mood, I'm forgetting gratitude because nothing is as important as gratitude to me. To me, it's like, you're a kid, you're a child, and a child is always like, when you see children these days, child is like, I want this candy. I want this chocolate bar. I want this toy. I want to go on a carousel. I want to go on in this go-kart or whatever, And it wants 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 so many different things. And whatever he gets or she gets, it's never enough. So why not to just be grateful for what you have already, and tell it to a kid, tell it to a child, they will look at you like you're an alien from another planet, they will think, what is wrong with this person? Like, I want that. Don't you understand that I want it? And when I'm looking at myself, I'm like, I don't want to be here, but I have to be here. I don't want to be in this body. I want to be infinite. I want to understand everything and know everything. But that's not what I need. That's not what I have to go through in this evolution. So it's not what I want, but it's what I need. So, and what I need is to be grateful for what I have already, because every time I notice, every time I go off this path of where I am, I just get more sort of like punishment, like from the universe. I get like a little slap on the wrist going, cause I'm not as unsatisfied as I was when I was like, let's say 21 or 25. I'm not so stubborn, because when I was like 21 or 25, I was getting what I wanted, I was getting things that I wanted, and as soon as I got that thing, whatever it was, I instantly wanted the next one and the next one and the next one. And at some point, it's got to stop. I think it's just materialism in its worst form, I guess, because you're never going to be satisfied. I think you're never going to be satisfied. If you hear these noises, I think it's coming from Belarus, and they're testing out some artillery for the war. And it's crazy when you think about it. It's like there's war happening in the world, and it's because some people want more than others. Some people want more than what they have. It's so stupid. Like, you don't. It's like I'm gonna want things because that other person wants things too. This, and everyone's just dressed in these suits. And that's the difference between them and just regular people. Like, what's and they're in these positions of power, and what positions of power do is cause more damage to other positions that don't have that much power. Let's say they don't have need to control others. They let go. They, you know, go with the flow of life. And I'm not saying that that's how you have to be. I mean, what is power? How much power does a human being have? Like, how much power do you have? You on your own. Like, don't take any other people. Like, you have as much power as you go to the gym and exercise, and you have as much power as you shown today at your workplace. You have, see, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's pretty daunting. So that's how much power one has. Everything else is just manipulation of other, you know, other people. So I don't know. It gets me angry, it gets me frustrated, because it's so easy to understand it. I mean, I was in a position where I wanted things, and I was getting it, and then at some point something happened. I came across some spiritual reads, and I was like, I read something that I always understood, but I never read it anywhere. Like, I read the knowledge book, I read a book about Dalai Lama. I didn't need that much. I read a book of Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. And all of these books are amazing, but I read something that I knew my whole life, but just didn't read anywhere, you know? So if you're grateful, you understand all of these things, you understand the peace, you get to this moment, you get back to this moment, to the power of now, you get back, you're like, wait a minute, thank you for what I have already. And all of a sudden, the emptiness inside just disappears, you know. And how grateful are we? Like, really, how grateful am I for what I already have? And how do you show your gratitude? Like, do you show it? Do you go out and, you know, smile at people for no reason? Do you give them your love for no reason? Or do you wait for that love to be given to you first before you give it to somebody else? Because if it's the latter, then, you know, I don't think it's real love. And I'm not saying that I'm doing all of those things. No, I get closed up quite often myself. But that's always when I get into my own head and into my own mind, and it's not necessarily the best place to be. When I'm with other people, I always try to give what's best for others. I can't say always, no. Like, I shouldn't be saying things which are not true. But maybe that's it. Maybe that's the message for today, is gratitude, you know. And I'm grateful to you that you're here. These sounds, these explosions or whatever they are, they're so annoying. Like, they're so annoying because they're so stupid. It just feels stupid to have things like that, to destroy other countries, like it's just the same people. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating. So much money is spent on that. It's like we have nothing to do, you know. Oh, we're just gonna invent war and just gonna battle. Like, I don't know. I think that's the difference between just people and the so-called chosen ones. You know, we don't have this need. We don't have this need to fight. You know. Like, a lot of the things in this life doesn't make sense because they're all about power, and they're all about battling, and they're all about, you know, it's like we battle ourselves, you know, every single day. And some people just don't pay attention to that. So I'm grateful to you that you're here. I'm super grateful. I think from now on, I'm just going to start my videos like that. Grateful to everybody who's been commenting, liking, sharing my videos. I see all of you, and you know, the winter is nearly over. I have a feeling spring is gonna be here soon. If you're in warm places, then I'm jealous, but actually I'm not. I'm glad that you're in a warm place, but you know, winter time comes, and sometimes the winter has to come, and sometimes the winter has to pass. And I'm just saying things that come into my head, and just wanted to say that I'm thankful to all of you who have been following my path. And I'm not saying that, you know, following me as some leader. I'm super against world leaders. Not against, but as I was saying, it doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, of course there has to be some sort of pyramid scheme, but you know, no actual leader will point all of his fingers towards himself. He'll be like, you know, each and every one of us has a God particle within us, and we all need to, you know, have a chat with that guy, because he or she knows what is best for us and what is best to our surroundings, and it's called conscience. And you know, we can have active imagination sessions where we are talking to our conscience, talking to our inner child, talking to our inner beings, and looking what they come up with and what they tell us and what they say to us. Because it's true, it's very clear when you think about it. You know, you get treated the way that you're treating others. So, you know, don't be surprised when karma turns around and hits you. But I think that's it. That's it for today. Start with gratitude, end with gratitude. I'm thankful to all of you, and hoping that you will have a blessed day. And yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for joining. Thank you. Good things are around the corner, as always. Just wait and see. So, love you all. Wishing you a peaceful day. And take care of yourselves and your surroundings. Bye.